right. We should be live now. Okay. We're bringing some more people. Awesome. All right, guys. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We got a packed out call tonight. We've got almost 100 people on, and I want to make sure you guys keep your phones on mute if you can for me, in case I have to mute out everybody, because I got different speakers that are coming out, guys. So make sure you mute out your background noise. I would greatly appreciate it tonight. All right. So, guys, let's talk about it. Right. Let me continue to bring people on, right, because they're steady coming on. Right. Let's go. So as you can see what the topic is tonight, right? The fundamentals of starting your business with Epic and to get your partner started off the right way. You know, as an entrepreneur, we all have a responsibility of doing what? Really teaching people how to get started the right way. Now, what's great about Epic is that we've got two different sides of the business. We've got the trading, the Forex model, which is the education of what we do. That is the basis of why a lot of people join this business, is learning the fundamentals, the education, and there's a lot of information when it comes to that. Now, tonight, I wanted to bring some experts that have really been actually trading in the zone here at Epic, right? I wanted you to get a chance to hear from them exactly how they're having success. So one of the first things we're going to talk about is that mindset real quick, right? Let me go to the first slide here. So guys, stay with me because we're going to move around quite a bit tonight. So as an entrepreneur, you know, anyone can be an entrepreneur. You know, you don't need to be rich or you don't need to be smart to be an entrepreneur. What drives an entrepreneur and what distinguishes them from an overachieving employee or salesperson is this: an entrepreneur has one thing in common: the desire to create. See, when you're what I like to call an independent thinker, when you're someone that thinks outside of the box, as an entrepreneur, that's what you're always looking to do. You're looking to be creative. You're looking to find ways to have success. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight in regards to the Epic model, guys. So get ready and buckle up because we're about to show you some stuff, guys. Maybe you haven't seen this, but I wanted you to see it from a perspective through individuals that have locked arms and that are really having success here with this particular team, guys. So let's get into it, right? So the first person that you're going to hear from is a gentleman that has come on, and I do mean come on in a big way from a trading perspective. This gentleman happens to be named, we call him Jay Hare. He actually is a trader full-time. This is what he does. He's educated himself. Before coming to Epic, he had already started learning to trade and having success. So he's going to go through tonight of Epic University. If you haven't had a chance to go into Epic University and that back office, well, guess what? You're in for a treat tonight. So guys, stay with me as we move around a little bit in regards to what? Epic University. So let me go ahead and bring that screen up real quick. Jay Hare, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm right here.
My man. So, sir, look, I want you to go ahead and get into what's trading in the zone about Epic University, how you have taken Epic University following Coach Max, who is the person you told me directly. You said, Ethan, she is the deal. Everyone that's trading with me, this guy has his own trading platform teaching people, and we got other leaders on our team that are doing that as well, too. So, Jay, are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me check my charts real quick. As a matter of fact.
Are you up to see the slides?
Yes, sir. All right. Yep, I can see you. I can see you. Right. So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for coming out and joining in on this call. I know a lot of people get kind of left you know, when they first enter the platform. This is a university, so just like if anybody was starting a brand new college like myself, to actually started college today, pursuing my nuclear energy degree, right? So I'm taking classes and coursework as well. So I wish I had a mentor that could just walk me through my syllabus, my calendar, and everything else like that. So this is exactly what Epic does for you with this 2-week syllabus. So it's perfect. You can go ahead and scroll down a little bit, right? So first and foremost, we're going to start by, you know, we thank you guys for joining the platform, Epic University. Coach Max, the Sniper Queen herself, she will also introduce herself in the early stages of the syllabus. You'll see her in the back office. You'll see her day 1, week 1. The main disclaimer that we have is the Forex market is a highly volatile market to trade in, right? So you have to understand your risks, you know, what you're willing to invest, how much you're willing to pretty much risk. And you should not invest or trade any capital that you cannot afford to lose. And you should, seek, additional guidance from professionals. And that's what we essentially will all turn into with this, what I call the Build-A-Bear of, traders, right? So before you enter the market, you want to have, a positive mindset. You want to make sure that you're going through the daily affirmations. Those will put you in, it'll put you in a calm, peaceful, happy place within the platform, a nice calm medium, because in the Forex market itself, you want to be emotionless. So you don't want to take any, anything from, anything negative into the market, because it's going to have those same effects, which is why we Coach Max structured the platform the way it is. So go ahead, get your pen and pad, your trading journal ready, because we're about to hop into it, right? So week 1, day 1 in the syllabus, you're going to meet Coach Max. This is probably about 30 minutes of your time, not even a lot of time, right? You're going to meet Coach Max. You're going to understand the market psychology, and we're going to go over the foreign exchange terminology, the most terms, from some basic terms to some more advanced terminology. That's going to get you guys in the swing of things. I love how, the action steps that you guys will see in the syllabus coincide with the next day's portion of work. So that's all, it's all, it all regiments itself in a disciplined way, right? So by the end of day 1, you'll have your trading view set up. You'll have gone through the back office. You'll have checked your calendar, and you'll know when the live daily trading sessions are. You'll be introduced to the Telegram group, the Signals group. You'll see our trade communities flourishing and thriving on the other side of that platform. That's all in day 1, 30 minutes of your time, right? The next 45 minutes of trading takes you straight into the currency pairs, the 8 major currency pairs that are tied to the US dollar. So you can get pretty much a breakdown of what we trade and what we do here as far as foreign exchange trading goes. So you'll choose 3 currency pairs that you like, that you want to watch, that you want to, chart and start to follow. And that will make you an asset to your team, because if he can or she can trade 3 currency pairs and you can become a signal for those 3 currency pairs, man, if there was 3 more of us, what could we be doing right now? Everybody could be making money. You could be making, I've tripled my team's accounts on the 20th of December. So that was right before Christmas. So that was beautiful. That was a beautiful thing to be able to do. So picking up the skill set as soon as possible is the best thing to do. So by day 3, you guys will get that same currency pair breakdown by the institutional traders themselves, right? So like I said, by day 3, you've already chunked in probably about 4 years of information in an hour and a half. Right. By day 4, I call this MetaTrader 4 day. Right. You're going to go through another hour and a half of training that gets you fully acclimated with MetaTrader 4, which is how we access our brokerage accounts and how we actually enter the foreign exchange market. You guys will get a complete rundown of how you enter those markets, get a demo account set up, and start your brokerage right there in day 4. Right. And you're not able to skip any of these steps in the training. It keeps you disciplined, but it doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop you from, getting ahead of the curriculum, right? So by day 5, you guys will be looking at the different order types that you can place in MetaTrader 4. And that's all part of the skill set, right? We give you the tools, we give you the scalpel, and we're going to teach you how to dissect this, the beast of trading itself, right? By day 6, this is our technical analysis phase. You'll be in week 2 of the training, in day 6, and you guys will be learning how to, you'll be learning support and resistance. You'll be learning market structure, those key things, so that whenever you go to take a signal, or when you go to make a signal, at that point, the proper trend direction, the market structure that you're using, those sort of things. This is all within the first week of training, really, right? So then by day, if we can scroll down a little bit more, right? Let me see, by day 2, right? Week 2, day 2, you guys will be, like I said, you'll be identifying trends. You'll be looking for reversal signals and everything else like that, continuation patterns. Coach Max went into excruciating detail, not only to put you in the Candlestick Bible, but to also break down the Candlestick Bible for visual learners and for people that like to see rather than to read. And she breaks it down in TradingView as well with the all candlesticks. indicator, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful charting tool that you guys will all in the early stages learn to love. Right, we can scroll a little bit further down because the first those day 1, 2, 3, this is all about charting basics, doing a top-down analysis, a multiple time frame analysis, all from Coach Max herself and the institutional traders. You better believe Pimps and Pancakes is in the building. I see y'all in the chat going crazy. We do this. So right, you got the different charting time frames for your multiple time frame analysis, and what that talks about is for your different styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, scalping, we analyze the market pretty much with a microscope. You can look at it through the weeks, the months, down to the minutes, right? Down to the seconds if you have that sort of platform. So that's what that's talking about there. Like I said, in week 2, we go over the candlestick patterns and everything else there. We can scroll straight down. This is directly from the Candlestick Bible. Coach Max takes, market structure and, price action very seriously, and you should as well. So she goes into excruciating detail on these major reversal price patterns. So these are key, crucial, and they're right there in your syllabus, week 2, right? So as we scroll down throughout the weeks, by the end of the week, by the end of week 2, note, you can look at the times on all of these tradings. They're 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, on top of, the little bits of homework, 30 minutes on your own time to come and test these things out, back test your strategies that you've already, have learned throughout the weeks, and you got a demo account set up. Now you can start back testing these strategies. As we go back through day 4, day 5, we talk about major chart patterns and market structure, which is very, very heavily talked about throughout these ending weeks of the 2-week syllabus. As we come down to week 2, day 6 and 7, we talk more so about taking trade alerts and actually how the trade alerts are sent through the Telegram group, and also how the master educators even came about on those trading thoughts, on those signals, right? They tell you how to target price, what they're looking at when they target price. So not only do you get the access to the signals, you get access to the people who send the signal in their thought process. That was tremendous to me when I figured that out. That, that started my epiphany a day sort of, outlook on Epic and how, the platform really can generate a trader and duplicate the strategies of these 6, 7, and 8-figure traders, unlimited figure traders. You can really become that in a lot less time than it took them, as long as you stay regimented and disciplined in the process, right? As you can see down there, day 7, the importance of proper risk management, risk to reward, how to properly read and take trade signals, 26 minutes of sauce. For the people that want to take signals, if you have not gotten to this point in time, I understand like why you're, up in arms with things. Like, it's in here, it's all here. So get to those steps in the platform. And by the time you make it here, you might be sending your own signals yourself. As we scroll down a little bit more, we're going to get to my favorite stages of the syllabus, right? So you got the 2-week guide to success. Pretty much you're going to want to join and attend at least 3 to 5 live sessions a week. Like I said, in the first day, you get the calendar. We teach you what live sessions, pretty much work with your lifestyle. You're going to choose your 3 currency pairs. Then you're going to start to monitor those ones on your own. Page 12, my favorite page of the book, right? This is years of trading information stacked into your syllabus that's been tucked over here on page 12. As we scroll back down a little bit more, you got your major currency pairs that I talked about, your 8 majors, right? And now you got your currency pair trading session time correlation. So here is where no matter what time of the day is comfortable for you to trade. Me, I've got kids. I've actually got one in the bathtub right now. I got to go check on. But you know what I mean? It's just easier for me to trade London session. I can put them to bed. I can mark up my charts. I'll actually wake up right at 2 a.m. I'm at that point now where I can wake up at 2 a.m. because I know it's time. And then, look at the charts, monitor the chart, see my price action signal, take my trade, and I'm in profit, back to sleep, waking back up at 5 a.m. to come monitor the trade, back to sleep, wake up, get my son ready for school. I'm most likely in profit, or I'm on my way to work and profit. It's definitely a skill set that anybody can obtain, and Epic just makes it that much easier. by correlating and making it easier for you in your normal lifestyle, right? So questions you should ask yourself as a trader, in the beginning, what kind of trader are you? What fits your lifestyle? We don't want this to be something that's not tangible or something that's cumbersome to you. You have to be able to, at the end of it, you'll be trading like, it'll be as natural as waking up and brushing your teeth in the morning. Let me check my chart. Oh, is my setup there or not? Okay, where am I at, right? What type of trader are you? You may not understand, but by this 2-week point in the syllabus, you will have a full grasp of these questions and what they're asking. But the exposure to it is what we want to give you at Epic, right? The exposure to the correct information, right? So you're going to go through what currency pairs you're going to look at today, your 3 confirmations, how long will you hold your trades, those targeting aspects that we talk about in, week 2, day 7, everything is here, right? As we scroll back down to the bottom, right? Your rules that you're going to trade and live by, right? This right here is focal. This is exactly like I talked about before. This is years of trading expertise and knowledge crammed into, you know what I mean? A quick six rules to live by, and you can go through and literally duplicate the mind frame and the mindset of these traders. And I'm proof positive of that I follow Coach Max and Ryan DeFreitas all the way over here from the Lit Trade House, and they did not, they didn't let me down on this one, right? So I wanted to make sure, because I'm QA by nature, that's what I do for a living. I'm a submarine quality assurance inspector from the Navy, but I'm a welding inspector in the state of California. So, quality is huge for me, and I wanted to make sure that, as I go through these things, the program was a quality program and I wanted to duplicate it. So that's why I, was able to succeed as well as I was able to, because I took this as seriously as possible and I took notes, right? A lot of notes. So hopefully you guys took yours. We got some more great people on the platform that are in your organization or soon to be in your organization. And shoot, I'll pass it over to everybody that's next. Hopefully I didn't take too much of your time. So appreciate you guys.
Hey, Jay, while we're going, I'm going to do a stop share. I know the day when I talked to you earlier, you were in a trade. Do you still have that up on the trade that you were working on earlier today?
Yeah, definitely. So I got that all set up. You can, if you allow me to share my screen, I'll pull that up.
Well, here's what we're going to do. If you can just share your screen.
Yeah, I'm doing them. Sometimes
hang on, guys. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'll stop share here. Okay.
Right, and then if you make me the host, I'll be able to pull my screen up. So like I said, you guys, I want to give you guys the power of the platform. I literally went through the 2-week syllabus, hopped onto the market maker strategy, the Jojo Charles method that he talks about. It lined up directly with what I had already been, back testing myself, and it helped me create an even better strategy. Right. So as you guys can see, right, this is my chart markup. I use a bunch of different confluences, volume, momentum, because those are leading indicators. Volume shows me how many people are placing orders at that time frame. So I see when the banks are placing orders, because it's going to be a high volume order. And I'm just looking for certain things, right? So like I said, I wake up at 2 a.m. If you look at down here on the bottom, it tells me what time. So I literally just wake up out my sleep and I look for this setup. Is it there? No. I wake back up at 6 a.m. and sure enough, I'm there, right? My setup's already occurred. I've got an M formation, right, that we like to talk about. If you're in any of my sessions, you'll see the way we got this nice little M set up there, right? But in the morning, it was half of an M. And this second leg is where I like to enter. So I entered in here, immediately into a risk-free trade. And on these 2 trades that I took today, one, first thing in the morning, the other, while I was talking on the phone with Ethan, the second one, 48 pips, the next one, 87 pips. So that's 112 pips by myself, literally just rolling out the bed like I brush my teeth. 87 pips, what can you do with that? You know what I mean? We teach 20 pips, the 20 pip and dip strategy. If you did X amount of lot size, you guys will see it. Now, trust me, 87 to 100, 120 pips in the correct direction is still going. You know what I mean? I'm still floating around in profit down here. So that's the power I want to give to you guys. It's all tangible and it's all possible. I had not traded a day in my life 2020. I got with Epic, I got with Coach Max and, their platform in around June. That platform didn't quite make it very well. So then, Epic pre-launched in September. I've been here since September. And by December, I'm tripling, with my team, we've tripled, the accounts of the people that were on a Zoom call. We literally had people in the Zoom from 2 p.m. Sydney session, and they didn't leave until 7 a.m. the next session. I'm not saying everybody has to stay up that late and do that, but I'm telling you, it's that exciting when you understand what's going on. And, waking up to people saying, I got 105 pips last night. That's tremendous. And I know that's not normal. So definitely all the testament to the platform. So I'm going to go ahead and give it back to you, Ethan.
All right.
I'll end the share as well. So just those two little things, man. Appreciate you guys.
Hey, Jay, we appreciate it, brother. Good stuff.
No problem. No problem.
Awesome, guys. So look, we wanted to get a chance to see some of this tonight in regards to what is happening in the trading in the zone. Jay Hare just broke it down exactly on how he's been able to trade. This gentleman just started trading a little bit over maybe 6 months ago, but has really dived into the course with Coach Max and really breaking down some of the fundamentals and the philosophy. We're going to do more of this, guys. I promise you that we're going to have more breakout sessions. Jay does some training. We've got some other things coming, but we want to keep it moving. Jay, great stuff, brother. We really appreciate it. Let me get back into the presentation. Let's go back here.
I think you got it. I think you should.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Perfect. Hey, no problem.
Awesome. Great stuff, Jay. Really love that. Great stuff. All right, guys, so we're going to keep it moving. We've got some more stuff to share with you tonight. Look, when it comes to the trading in the zone, and I like to use that because it's something about being actually mentally focused. I'm still learning trading myself as well, right? But here's the deal. We've got some other people that are here that are on our team. The next person we're going to hear from is a lady that I met not long ago. Actually, it's been a few years ago when I met her, but when she decided to start trading some years ago, it really set her apart. Not only is she a six-figure earner in corporate America, but she's also a lady that is actually building a team as well. She's trading as well and teaching trading, and she happens to be on our team. Miss Janelle Ellis, are you out there?
Yes, good evening. Good evening, Coach Clemens. How are you tonight?
I am awesome, Janelle. I know you have a busy schedule, lady. I really appreciate you jumping on. And talk to the people about signals and what would you, in your belief system in trading, since you've been trading, on how getting signals and learning how to copy and paste would be one of the fastest ways for people to get to income.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to talk about that because actually that's what my son does. My son actually takes signals. He does not know how to trade. He's great at numbers, but just won't take the time to learn how to trade, nor does he want to build a team, but he likes making money. So what he does is he actually takes signals. So during the week of Christmas Eve, December 24th, December 22nd, he made $405 taking signals. And that was December 22nd, the week of Christmas. Then on December the 20th, I'm looking at his chart. December the 24th, he made, let me double check. It looks like he made $80, $81.50 taking signals. It's important to learn how to trade, but we want you guys to learn while you earn. That is so important. Why not have the opportunity of making some money? If you're paying $135 a month, let us show you how to make $135 a day. I mean, who couldn't use an extra $600 just taking signals? Like I said, my son does it. He does it every day. Even when he was in Colombia, out of the country, he just got really crazy, went to Colombia, the country, not Columbia, South Carolina, and he chose to trade. And we were actually doing that together. So although he can't trade and he was taking signals, he would ask me for my expertise and say, hey, Mom, we would do FaceTime. And he would say, should I stay in this trade or should I get out? And then I would advise him to close the trade or let it run. So it all depends. But I want to encourage him to learn. But if he can take signals, he can take it all day. I know when I got started trading about 18 months ago, that's when I really started learning how to trade. and taking it serious. And with that being said, I ran into someone through social media, and this gentleman was a nurse, and he actually retired himself by taking signals. He was able to make over 60 something thousand a year just taking signals. And I was just like, wow. So that is amazing. I take signals, but I'm also the signal giver. And what do I mean by I take signals? Epic gives us signals, right? So what I do with my experience that I've acquired over the last 18 months, and really the last 6 months, I'm able to analyze and look at a trade and make a decision whether that trade is good for me to get in or not get in at that present time. Because sometimes you're given trades. So I like to do those extra things of, my extra confirmation of verifying, am I ready to get in or not? And that's what I love about Epic, that you can make tons of money. It's just up to you, or you can make very little. The opportunity is there. So we should utilize the system. Just like Jay say, we have the university to learn, but we also have the opportunity to make money while we're in the university learning. And we're here to help anyone learn how to make sure they understand how to download MetaTrader 4, although that's all in the back office. But if you need that extra hand, we're here to do that, to show people how to get the MetaTrader 4 up and running on their cell phones and actually do that, on your laptops. So you should be definitely utilizing the opportunity of taking signals and learning how to trade. And I do this on a part-time basis. I actually trade during London session, and I trade during New York session, and I made a cool $200 before I started work at 3 o'clock.
Today.
So that's what I have to share at this moment.
Awesome. Let me just say this, Janelle, with your schedule, being that you're an IT professional, you run a team, and you've taken the turn to learn the skill set of trading, we really appreciate it as you being an asset to the team. I know that your partner, Eric, and guys, Eric is in the background. We'll shout out to Eric. This gentleman's a full-time trader, been doing it for 5 years. That's on this team. He decided to come over really just to say earn a few other things, but he has to bring so much value to the organization. And he learned this skill set 5 years ago and makes multiple, let's just say thousands of dollars a week. The trading model works. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I've talked to other traders as I'm learning trading as everyone else. And what we've been told, pound for pound, that Epic offers the goods when it comes to the concept of learning trading. There is nothing that can even come close to the curriculum and the academy and the information that you get from trading. Guys, we want you to understand that this is the right place at the right time. You have to understand there is a growing period in business in general. And Forex, not only is it a phenomenon, but it's been around for decades. Now we have access to learn and become the bank from home. Guys, we're going to keep it pushing, right? We're going to go to our next part of the model itself. Janelle Ellis, thank you so much. Look out, I just did an interview with her today, guys. You're going to see that hit the streets. And guess what? Get ready for your interview. Guys, we're going to go to the next person, and we're going to talk about something that's very dear to me. It's called loyalty, unity, and edification. Here's a lady I want you to hear from. Now, not only is she, and look, every gentleman and lady that's on here have also, not only the traders, have hit Founder 500, which is Jay Hare as well. Actually, Janelle Ellis has hit both of them are on their way to Founder 1000, right? Both of them. So they're leveraging the team side as well. They're actually traders. This lady right here that I'm about to bring up is a Founder 2000 in the company. Got started day one. She's been in the industry for a while. And so I want you to hear from her about the power of loyalty, unity, and edification. Miss Ava Williams, are you out there?
I am, Mr. Clemens. How are you this evening?
Awesome, my friend. And I love you actually. Every time you get on, I love the energy that you bring. I want you to bring it to the people. You're going to do a quick role play as well, too, about the loyalty, unity, and the power of edification.
Absolutely. Great evening to everyone. Thank you so much for getting on the call. And I'm going to be talking about what Mr. Clemens said, for us constantly being in unification. I want to start off talking about that because it's so important, guys, for us to be looking, acting, and being unified at all times. This is our entire team with Mr. Clemens, and I'm excited about that. Loyalty is everything, guys. And when you get in this company, you should be asking yourself first, like, what is my why? Why am I getting in the company? Why am I joining? And write it down. What is your why? Put it on your refrigerator, put it in your bathroom, and you got to make it plain. A good book told me, honey, write it down, make it plain. Yes. So we want you to do short-term goals and long-term goals. Your short-term goals may be something like, I'm gonna get my 3 people, okay? Your long-term goals may be that you're going to get in this business to learn how to trade. And we all should know by now, and if you don't know, I'm telling you, it's gonna take you months, but that's okay. That's why they've got that copy and paste thing going on, what Janelle and Mr. Hare was talking about, right? So get with them with that part, but just stick with your goals and you will not go astray. Okay. So now, and I want you to say something about those goals is make them realistic. Don't say you're going to go out here and get 50 people in 2 days. Make it something that you know you can stick to, is realistic, and that you can achieve. All right. That's so important. And now this next thing about loyalty, you have to be loyal to the team and to the person that brought you in. You should be happy to communicate with them on a regular basis. And if something positive or negative is going on within the company that you see doesn't fit too well with you, talk to them. We call ourselves the success leaders here at Epic, okay? So even if it's a person that, hey, directly brought you in and you don't feel comfortable anymore, go to another success leader on the team. That's so important. Everything comes back to communication. And you guys, when we're getting on these calls, that helps the whole entire team to stay unified. Because we used to, before this pandemic broke out, we would have meetings actually at hotels and things like that. And our success leaders used to always tell us, you know, sometimes you may feel you don't need the meeting, but the meeting needs you. What do we need? What we need mean by that is once you come in, you may say something. You may be one of the success leaders for that night that was chosen to speak. And you may say something profound to someone else that's trying to get someone else in the business. Now, you didn't have anybody to come that night, or you don't have anybody to get on that call, but because of what you said, you landed the deal for somebody else on your team. That's some good stuff, guys. So remember that it's not just about getting on the calls, because I hear a lot of people say, why do y'all get on the calls? Y'all say the same thing. No. Every success leader says something different in a different way. Maybe it's the same. Let me take that back. It may be the same information, but in a different way, because we all have our stories. Don't forget that. So while you're going on these calls, have pen and paper to write down what that person is saying. And the more and more you listen to the call, the more and more you will understand your business to be able to take our place one day and explain it to someone else. Got it? So all of this stuff is going together and keeping us as a unit. We're coming together as a team. We're understanding one another. We're like-minded. As they used to say, we're drinking out the same cup, okay? Honey, I love it when we all can come together and we're not confused because we got it. Now, guys, this is my last thing I'm going to bring to you tonight is about edification. This is the part that Mr. Clemens wants us to role play because it's so important that you learn how to edify someone. And as you see on the screen, edification means speaking highly about someone, okay? So when you're telling your new prospects about Epic, and you want them to get on, maybe a success leader to come on and do a 3-way call with you to close them out for them to join you, you want to speak highly about that person, okay? And the reason why that's so important is because you want to have somebody on that call that you can say some good things about so that they will know, the prospects that I'm talking about will know that they are talking to somebody that knows 100% about the business. They like to have fun. They want to make money, all those things, right? So when they're talking to them, it is plain as simple. They're speaking clear. They are able to answer the questions. And that's why edification is so important. Now, on the other end, for the success leader. If you're bringing somebody to them, guys, make sure you let us know what that person is all about. If that person is a teacher, or if that person works in construction, if that person is interested in trading and not marketing, vice versa. The reason why that's so important is so I don't want to spend 5 minutes talking about trading if that person is really interested in building a team. You got it? So you got to know both sides when you're doing the edification. All right. So what I'm going to do is ask one of my success leaders to come on with me, Miss Lucretia Lawrence, if she's on here. And we're just going to do a little bit of role playing for you all just to see how we use this edification while we're doing a three-way call. Miss Lucretia Lawrence, are you out there?
Yes, I am. Miss Ava Williams, I am ready to go.
All right, good stuff. So let's start, Lucretia, because me and Lucretia have worked together for years, guys. This was my mentor for a long, long time, and I really, really appreciate everything that she's brought to the table. I've held on to her, the back of her coat, and rode her for a long time. So I know she is going to bring the noise. So we're going to give y'all an example. The first thing we're going to do, Lucretia, if you don't mind, let's do a proper edification. Okay, so I'm gonna start right now, guys. And Lucretia, I'm telling you that I have somebody that I want you to talk to. And this young lady, she's bad. She's bad to the bone. She has been in logistics for quite some time. She knows how to speak well. She knows about the company. She's seen a video. And I just want you to speak with her. So I'm gonna bring her on and I'm gonna introduce you to her, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Brenda, for getting on the call. I have someone on the call that knows 100% about this business. I'm excited about what she's about to bring. I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way. But before I do that, I need for you to know that she's a mother of 5. She is someone that knows 100% about this business. She is someone that is a wife, and she cares about her family, very family oriented. And she's getting ready to go to the next step, which we call Founder 5000. You'll learn more about that later, but I just want you to know she's all about the money and getting her money. Miss Lucretia Lawrence, are you out there?
Yes, I am, Ava. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Well, Brenda, I thank you so very much for taking the time to hear about an amazing opportunity. I'm sure that you're going to enjoy it. Ava happens to be one of the leaders within our organization, very well versed in building an organization, knows 100% about the business, but this call is about you. So Brenda, what did you like most about what you saw?
I like that. You know what? I like the part when they said that I could only get 3 people and I can trade for free.
Okay. That's just what I liked when I saw the opportunity. I like the fact that I can learn a skill and it's a knowledge-based business, but I also could earn residual income. So once you get started with Ava, we'll create a plan to action so that you can get your business started. We'll do a launch of your business. And we'll make sure we get you started correctly so that you can gather your people that you know and start a launch to start your business. How about that?
That sounds great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lucretia, for that. So guys, that's how you do a edification the proper way. So now what we're going to do is show you how that you may not even know how to edify your leader. But we're going to show you what the things that you don't want to do during a 3-way call. Okay. So we're going to start back. They're kind of like the same thing, Lucretia. And I'll let you take it this time since I started it. You started on this side. And I'm going to jump in and do things. All right.
Okay, so let's I'll be the one getting you on a call with Brenda.
Okay.
So Ava, I have a call with a young lady. She's bad to the bone. She know a lot of people, and she's really interested in the business. I have her on the other line. Brenda, you on the line? Brenda says, yes, I'm on the line right now. Well, I have Ava on the line. She know this business. She trading. She building a team. She can help you with anything. Ava, talk to Brenda.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Brenda. How are you this evening?
I'm fine. Ava, this is Lucretia. I just want you to make sure that you tell her how you took 20 pips and you saw the presentation, you already making money, and how Ethan taught you how to build a team. Go ahead, tell her, Ava.
Okay. Okay. So Brenda, what did you like about the interview? What did you like about the video?
I like everything about the business. I'm really scared to talk to people though, because Lucretia she has like that it factor. She talks to anybody. She doesn't even meet strangers. I met her at Walmart this morning.
Oh, okay. You guys, do you see how unprofessional that was on my behalf as well as Lucretia's behalf? That is not edification. So we wanted you to see both sides so that you would get the proper way and the incorrect way. And the last thing I want to say, I know this is not by edification, but when you're doing a three-way, you saw how she started jumping in. You do not do that. As one of the success leaders would say, don't do that. Don't do that. Whenever the leader starts talking to the person that you're trying to bring in, you put your phone on mute, leave it on mute until that success leader comes back to you and thanks you for the call. Okay? Guys, thank you. That is my session for tonight. I hope it helps someone. Thank you so much, Lucretia Lawrence, for jumping in to help me with the roll call. And back to you, Mr. Clemens.
Awesome. Great stuff. Great sauce as well, too, guys. This is what happens in the industry when you're really trying to share the vision and paint the picture for people to really be a part of where you're going, guys. We're going to keep it moving because, guys, look, we got quite a bit of information we want to get through. It's power packed. The next person you're going to hear from is a lady that I actually have a lot of respect for as well. I've got some incredible ladies and partners around the country that are in this business. The lady you just heard from was down south a little bit in the North Carolina where Miss Ellis as well. You just heard from Ava Williams as well. Now we want to take it to the Midwest a little bit. And this lady is I like to call a serial entrepreneur, right? Met her some years ago. And not only is her team on fire, they hit the position of Founder 2000 again in record time. Guys, I want you guys to hear about from a person that I have so much respect for about that emotional roller coaster. Some of you guys have maybe been on a roller coaster when you've gone to any particular, like a Six Flags, but I'm talking about that emotional roller coaster. Miss Bev Finneran, are you out there?
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Clemens. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Give it to him from the Show Me State of Missouri about that emotional roller coaster.
Well, thank you. First of all, I want to thank you also for having me on the call tonight. I appreciate that. Ethan, as you know, running your network marketing business, it's an emotional roller coaster ride. I've been in the industry for probably about 7 years now, and it's definitely got its ups and downs. I want everybody on the line tonight to know that every leader who's on this line or every leader in our organization, we've all been exactly where you guys are right now. I want to go over a couple tips here on how to control your ups and downs that will definitely come with this business. Number one, talk to your support team, your upline, about how they handled negative emotions. You're definitely going to get them either from your business partners or you're going to have negative feelings about, someone who turned you down when you presented the opportunity to them. You just can't take that personal. But I know when you're new, you're very vulnerable. So I mean, even today, I've been in the industry a long time. I still talk to my business partners, my support team, Mr. Clemens. I probably talk to him a couple times a day. It's good to feed off of each other. And sometimes when you're down, somebody like that can just pick you right back up. The other thing is personal development every day. I always take at least 10 to 15 minutes a day for personal development. And the third thing is everybody needs to know that not everyone's going to join your business. A lot of people get their feelings hurt. You know, I thought my best friend was going to come into the business and she didn't. And you're really upset by that. You know, it never surprises me. The people that I think will join my business don't. And the people that I thought there was no way they would ever join my company did. So just don't prejudge anybody. I would like to go over the 9 emotional stages in MLM. It is an emotional roller coaster. Number 1 is the joining stage. Everyone, when they sign up with the company, someone has approached you. You've either been on a webinar or watched a video. You make the decision to join the company. Your level of emotion is high. You're happy. You're excited. Then the next level sets in. That's number 2 is the worry stage. That's where you start second guessing your decision, whether your decision to join the company is right or wrong. And your level of emotion at that point is down. Most people, you know, they start talking to family and friends and they end up, you know, second guessing their decision to join your company. The third stage is learning the product. And, you know, with this company, when I joined Epic, I came in to start building a team over here. The comp plan was amazing. I didn't really even look at our product, which was the Forex trading. But because I've seen all these people out here and I'm hearing all these success stories, now I'm starting to learn the product. And as you guys get into that and start learning it, the emotion again goes back up. It's high again. And then you start talking to people. And new people are famous for going out and, you know, they're excited. So they want to start telling everybody about their new business. And you aren't really ready to start sharing that yet. That's why you have an upline. And it's so important to get people to these 3-way calls, to get them to the webinars, to get them a video, some kind of information in front of them. Let those tools work for you, because when you're brand new, you don't know enough. And a lot of people blow through all their contacts right up front, you know, their list of 10 people or 20 people, because they're excited. And then when all those people don't join the company, again, the level of emotion is down. So the next one is when someone signs up. Of course, everybody's happy when you finally talk to someone and they say they want to be a part of your team, they join. Your emotions are high again, you're excited, you're ready to go out and conquer the world. And then your new business partner's unhappy about something. So that brings your emotion back down again. That's number 6. And then number 7 is someone commits to going to a webinar. I mean, I invite probably 20 or 30 people a week to a webinar. And out of that, maybe 4 people show up. So when you're new and someone makes a commitment to go to a webinar, or I know with COVID right now, we're not doing meetings at hotels and things like that. But, you know, when you invite people and they make a commitment and you get there or online, you get onto the webinar and you see they don't show up, there goes your level down again. So you're going to go up and down through a lot of different stages here. And we just want you to know that that's normal. The next one is, like I said, they don't show up. That's number 8. Number 9, when someone leaves your organization, that's when the frustration, the anger, you're sad, you're upset. And, you know, people come and go for different reasons. Maybe it's financial, maybe, you know, they just realized it wasn't for them. But it's going to happen. People are going to come and go, and you can't let your emotions control you. You know, you just have to realize that that person was not supposed to be part of your team. So managing your emotions will accelerate your success, and you just have to stay the course. You know, there's a couple different things here. Your business will confront every one of your fears. It's gonna confront your fears, your hates, your insecurities, your temper. It also brings out a lot of good things: empathy, caring, sharing, inspiration. It also being a leader and a fighter, because, you know, you have to fight for your business sometimes. You have to be strong and stand up. And emotional intelligence fuels your performance, both in network marketing and your personal life. But that always starts with you. So that's all I have tonight for you, Mr. Clemens. I appreciate you again having me on the platform.
Really appreciate it. All that information is so pivotal in regards to actually your mindset. And as you're building a business, stay off the emotional roller coaster. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a statistic for you. 75% of the industry of network marketing is dominated by women. But why is it that most of the men make the top part of the income? You guessed it. It's because of the emotion. Stay off the roller coaster. Even though we got some dynamic ladies on this team, we are really in stone in regards to that. I'm going to go ahead and mute out the rest of the lines real quick, guys. Somebody is not muted on the phone. All right, there we go. Guys, we're going to keep it pushing. We're going to go to the next person. And ladies and gentlemen, get ready. I want you to hear from a gentleman that I met through a lady who I have a lot of respect for. I've known for a while. I haven't met this gentleman, but when you want to talk about a recruiting machine, guys, you're going to hear from a man that has been in the industry well over 20 years. Not only is he actually hit Founder 1000 on his way to 2000, I would imagine that right now this gentleman has probably recruited over 40 personally sponsored people, maybe even 50. But I want you guys to hear some of his techniques, right? He's really good with social media, leveraging Facebook, and also in the cold market. I've heard this gentleman call me on the phone to do a three-way at a gas station or in the Walmart. This is what he does. So I want you to hear from a gentleman all the way from Texas, right? Mr. Sam Miller. Mr. Miller, are you out there, sir?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear. Sam, go ahead and give it to the people, brother.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great night. Man, I'm telling you, this is some great information. So I just want to share some real, social media really normally takes a long time to share, but I'm going to try to break this down real quick for you guys. When you're dealing with social media, guys, there's two different parts to social media. One of the parts of social media is Facebook, and the other one is LinkedIn. So when you're talking about social media, you're talking about two different types of people on Facebook, three different types of people on Facebook. You have your people who on Facebook that's basically there just to socialize. They're just there to have a good time. Then you got your people I call the flirters. They're looking to flirt with everybody that they can. Most of them people normally be married or in a relationship. And then you got your third type of person, which is your business, small business type people, or people that's trying to start a business. Those are the people that you want to kind of target. Now, your social buzz, sometimes you can get them, but those are the people that you want to target. So what I do is I recommend that you try to join a couple groups on Facebook, and you look at the people who's kind of talking active on Facebook. And what I do is I then, make a few remarks on their comments, because I want them to get used to seeing my name. And as they start making comments, I'll post, hey, great information. And then after a couple of days, I'll send them an invitation to their inbox. Say, hey, I love all the information that you've been posting. I would love to build a relationship. Because understand, a lot of people talk about multi-level marketing. It's nothing but relationship marketing, guys. All you're doing is looking to build relationships with folks. And the better you learn how to build relationships, the more successful you become. So all I'm doing is building relationships, and I like to find out about that person. So I'm texting that person inbox saying, hey, and building a relationship. As I build that relationship and I say, hey, are you, after I get comfortable, they get comfortable, I say, hey, are you open to ways of diversifying your income? This is all text messages, guys. And then most people say, what do you got? When they say that, I know I got them. And then I'll say, I normally don't like to do text messages. So what's a good number that I can send some information so you can get a better idea of how what the information that I have can benefit your business? I want to put it back on them, how it can benefit your business. And they'll send me their number. When they send me their number, I'm not calling them up and telling them all about, I'm sending them an invite to the opportunity. I said, we have an information webinar tonight. You can get all the information and we can talk afterward. My goal, and I've been so successful, is to have at least one or two guests on every call that happen, every 8 o'clock call, and at least one or two at the noon call. By doing this, I have a regular flow of people getting on the calls, and I have a regular flow of people doing three-ways. I'm doing all this while working a 10-hour job, guys. And I'm doing it all through text messages. So when people say, I'm too busy, if you learn the art of social media and doing what I just did, you can get 5 people a day. 3 of them going to get on the call, and you're going to sign up at least 1 a day. So I've been averaging about between 3 to 4 people a week signing up into the business. And most of them don't even know me. On the call right now, on this call tonight, I have at least 15 people that I signed up through social media, and none of them have met me personally. But we talk every day since they've been in the business. Now, I'm going to go over LinkedIn real quick because time is moving. When you're talking about LinkedIn, you're dealing with a different type of people. You're dealing with now, most of the time, you're dealing with CEOs, people that's high up in corporations, or you're dealing with major business owners. So these people, you're going to have to be a little bit more professional when you're talking to these people, and you got to be on your game. So when I send a message to them, I'm saying, hey, I noticed, first of all, I want to congratulate you on your success, because you want to because those people, they like praise. I want to congratulate you on your success. Man, I see you are doing some great things. I think that we could work together and probably be a benefit to and learn from each other. Again, I'm feeding into their ego. And then they love to share information. So they'll share their number with you. And hey, and then what I do then is I build a little report with them. Hey, I got something that man, I tell you what, I see that you're really sharp in business. Can you take a look at something I'm doing and see what you think, and see if it can fit into what you're currently doing? Sure. They think they're smart enough, so they're gonna do it. I'm not talking, I'm feeding into what their ego. And then they'll get on the call and say, hey, this sounds pretty good. We got something that most professional people would like, because most professional people like to make money while they're working, and they understand Forex and cryptocurrency. Those are languages that they can understand. So we have something that will target to people that's already making big time money. So don't get intimidated by that. The other thing that I want to talk about is cold market. Guys, you guys are already doing this. You're out at Walmart. I go to Walmart, and my goal when I go to Walmart, I want to walk out with at least 3 to 5 numbers. So when I'm shopping for people, and I'm shopping for what I'm there for. And all I do is walk around with a smile on my face, and I look for a way to compliment that person. And as a guy, you gotta watch how you compliment some ladies. So guys, just be careful. But as a woman can get away with a lot easier than that. But what I'll do is say, man, you got some a nice hairstyle. I see that. Anyway, just find something that is not going to put yourself in a compromising position. Give them some type of compliment, and I don't really have time to go into it right now. But as you give them a compliment, you build a little rapport with them, and you get them talking. But remember, you want to keep this within 2 to 3 minutes, because people don't like their time wasted. So keep it within the 2 to 3 minutes. Give them a compliment. Find out what they do. Hey, what do you do? How long have you been doing that? And then I hit them with this question right here. This works every time. Do you look at ways to diversify your income? Are you open to ways of diversifying your income? And people say, yes. What do you got? Well, I tell you what, I don't have a lot of time to talk to you right now. Let me send you some information so you can look it over and see if it can fit in your busy schedule. That's the wording. And it works, guys. And then they give me their number. I send them that information for the webinar. But before I do that, I like to, because when you're doing a 3-way, like the young ladies were doing early, you want to learn a little bit about them. So that's why when you're talking to them, you want to ask them, what do they do? How long they've been doing? What they like about what they do? But you want to keep that all within 2 to 3 minutes. And the last thing I want to talk about, guys, is this right here. We have a golden opportunity, and a lot of people are hurting right now financially. A lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of people are not working. We have an opportunity to meet a lot of people while we're out doing what we're doing. Everyone goes to the grocery store. I talk to people at the gas station. I talk to people when I'm eating. Anytime, just find a way. If you get within 2 or 3 feet of me, I'm gonna get your number, or you're gonna be my business partner within time. And I know sometimes with some people that's comfortable with that, then just do this. Say something like this. Hey, I really enjoy meeting good people like yourself. And have a little card with something, say, I know this may not be for you. Just say it like this. This may not be for you, but I got something that I've been passing out to people. It's been a blessing to people. And just give them a card with the information that they can get on the webinar and with your number on it until you get comfortable. That way you can get comfortable talking to people, and then you can move to that next level. This is a golden opportunity. And guys, I just want to say this. We have an opportunity to change some people's lives, but you have to work with all the stuff that you heard earlier. And in the process, it's going to benefit everyone. I hope I stay within my time.
Hey, Sam, great stuff, man. No doubt. That's the reason why you're a recruiting machine. You're always talking to people and say, guys, here's the deal. If you're building a business, regardless if you're trading or if you're actually building a team, it's always about sharing people about your business. No one knows you're in business if you don't tell them, right? And you just never know who's looking for what you're looking for. Guys, we're going to keep it moving because we got just a couple more people we want you to hear from tonight. The gentleman you're going to hear from right now is another great gentleman who's also a Founder 2000. He's a family man. He's also a very spiritual individual. I met this gentleman about 6 years ago. Him and his wife, what an incredible couple, him and their family. And I want to tell you a little bit about him. He's always about serving people as well, too, guys. We've got some great leaders who believe in serving. I want you guys to hear from about the mindset and that paradigm shift, Mr. Will Hill. Mr. Hill, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, sir. Give it to him.
All right, guys. So listen, this is my disclaimer, guys. This is not religion, but it's spiritual principles. Ready? Here we go. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So guys, if you understand, the Bible is actually translated into Hebrew and to Greek. And if you translate heart into Hebrew, it stands for mind. It stands for subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind houses your belief system. It houses your habits. It controls your central nervous system. It controls your breathing, guys. It controls everything around you. Therefore, it controls your paradigm. So everything that's around you right now, guys, is a symbol of your belief system, guys. So if you're living in friction, if you're living in conflict, then it's time for you to become who God has designed you to be, guys, and become that person to save yourself from who you once were, guys. And I have 7 ways to do that. Number 1, be proactive. Guys, in business, instead of complaining and you just seeing the lack that your team or this may have, become the void, become the solution. Fill that gap, guys. Don't complain, just become the solution, guys. That's number 1. Number 2, begin with the end in mind. Listen, now whether you're on the marketing side or from the trading side, guys, if you want to do 200 pips at a standard lot, what would that feel like? If you want to hit Founder 5,000, Ambassador 10, what would that feel like? You have to get emotionally engulfed into what you're passionate about, guys. You have to imprint your subconscious mind so you can attract these things to you, guys. Do you want to pay off your kids' college? Do you want to be a philanthropist? How would it make you feel if you got those 200 pips? How would it make you feel if you hit Ambassador 10, guys? So that's number 2. Number 3, guys, put first things first. Listen, when you join the business, guys, download the syllabus, right? I mean, do what we're saying, right? This is what the platform is about. It's about structure. You can't go to 200 pips and you don't know how to download MetaTrader 4, right? So guys, put the first things first. Number 4, win-win. Guys, always look for a mutual benefit, no matter anything that you're going through, guys. If you're in the market and the directors call out a trade signal and it goes the other way, guys. Don't complain and say, oh, I told you so. I told you so. That's that belief system kicking in because it's negative, right? I told you so. No, find a mutual benefit, guys. You know what? We didn't win that signal, but I learned so much about that particular pair, guys. And for the marketing side, find a win-win. You said you was gonna join the business. You said you got paid Friday. Man, it's the following month. What's up? Guys, listen, it's okay. You have to go through the numbers. They're probably going through something financially where they can't really give you a strong commitment, guys. But just you having the empathy and understanding, guys, instead of complaining, saying, I told you so. Don't nobody want to do this. It's that paradigm that you're living in, guys. Number 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, guys. Sometimes when we talk to our team, and if you're in that mindset of selfishness, you want everybody to understand your perception first. So guys, listen before you speak. I think the Bible talks about that, guys. Listen, be slow to speak, guys. Like, listen intently, find out what your organization needs, guys. What is Coach Max really talking about? What is JoJo really talking about in reference to that trading, guys? Understand. Be first to understand, then to be understood, guys. Number 6, synergy, guys. Where they're trying to balance out the emotional aspect of you or the mental aspect of you, you're going to need synergy, guys. In reference to business, you're going to need synergy between trading and from the marketing side, guys. They're both important. They're both important. It is the yin and yang of Epic, guys. No portion of this business is more important than the other. This is why I have to listen to Jay Hare talk about those big words in reference to the market. I don't know what you're talking about, bro, but it sounds good. I like the rhythm and what you're saying, right? I might talk to Ethan about the business in building. You know, Ethan got that real 92 Gems at night type voice, right? Just real smooth and soothing. That man is anointed to be an oratory speaker, right, guys? So you have to find the balance and find those individuals that have what you don't have, guys, and cleave to that, right? So you have to definitely do that for synergy, and that's number 6, guys. So lastly, number 7, sharpen the saw. Guys, that's essentially, guys, what our trade community is about. We had a call yesterday, and it was so fulfilling on a mental and emotional level, guys. We all got to actually, put our philosophies on the Zoom and really, kind of pull from each other, guys. Because talking to Lucretia, I know about, the tax benefits. I know certain verbiage that she used when she's talking about the tax aspect of the business. I now have verbiage when I talk to Jay here, when I'm talking to the trader, I'm going to borrow from his vocabulary. And when I talk to the trader, now I've gained rapport with that person because I have now borrowed from Jay here, guys. So guys, in the Bible, it talks about they try to build a castle to the sky, but God knocked it down, guys. So vocabulary is important. A person's experience by how they talk. That differentiates a heart surgeon from a CVS worker by the vocabulary. So I've always understood I need to cleave to certain people and be quiet. I need to listen to what they're saying. I'm gonna have to borrow that scenario. I'm gonna have to borrow that testimony. And when you talk the language of the person that you're in front of, that is instant rapport. The same thing that Sam was talking about in reference to social media, guys. So the paradigm is pretty much just your reality, which all your belief system, your confidence, your low self-esteem, your high self-esteem, that all exists in that particular scripture, because as a man thinketh, so who you are, guys. So guys, if you want to change your mind, if you want to change everything around you, I need you to actually tap into that, tap into yourself first, because people try to change their outside. Yeah, you left that job. Yeah, you left your spouse, but you're having the same deja vu experiences. Why? Because you have not changed yourself first. Back to you, Ethan.
Man, awesome stuff, awesome sauce. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Will Hale, you said an anointed orator. Oh my goodness, I feel like I want to preach. Will, great stuff, man. Ladies and gentlemen, these individuals have poured into you tonight because this is what they do. They have an expertise on really sharing with people how to really be successful in this industry. Guys, we've got leaders that are appointing leaders that are leading by the front, guys. And we're about to bring this thing home, guys, because we got another presentation coming up at 9 o'clock. But I want you to hear about a little bit about your attitude. Have you heard before that your attitude can really take you as high as your aptitude can take you, right? It's something about being accountable as well too. Now, I wanted you guys to hear from a gentleman that I have so much respect for. You heard from his wife a little bit earlier, Mr. Lucretia Lawrence, right? Who's also on another call as well. But here's what happens, that when there's a great couple that builds together in harmony, I have so much respect for what they've done. I met them some years ago, and not only did they come in the industry and hit one of the top positions in record time, they had never been in network marketing. And when I saw that, I said, you know what, there's something special. And so the husband, the other better half of Miss Lawrence, is Mr. Keith Lawrence. They're both hail from the New York area, right? Residing in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I want you to hear from Mr. Lawrence, because this gentleman is an entrepreneur on top of being an entrepreneur. When I got a chance to sit down with him years ago and just hear him and how he goes out there and get it for his family and his last name, it just spoke to me about him and his mindset of really going out there and making it happen. I want to see if he was able to jump on the line while she's on another call. Mr. Lawrence, are you out there?
Yes, I am, Mr. Clemens. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Keith, my partner, man, look, it's always great to hear from you. Good, guys. I want you to hear from the mindset of a gentleman who's raised 5 children, right? Him and Lucretia together. They move as a unit, right? They really do. Keith, if you can talk about your experience being an entrepreneur, you've done a lot of things, right? You and I've talked about different things that you've done. You found a way to make it happen for your family, and your attitude is always high. I enjoyed talking with you. You're a lot of fun, great attitude. Talk about the attitude of really having a family, having a wife, and you actually being it. And not only that, my understanding, you've got your in-laws or your parents. You guys take care of a lot of people. Talk about balancing being accountable with you and Lucretia and your attitude at the same time.
Most definitely. For me, the main thing, without being positive, I don't even think you could get to the next level at anything you do. Staying positive, it affects everybody around you, and as well as my family. Like, I got my kids looking at me, I got my parents looking at me, you got friends looking at you, and so the main thing is people are looking at you. So when I notice that, I want to make a difference, and the difference is to have a positive attitude, to give off that positive energy at any given moment. You may be going through something negative, right? And if you can control that yourself, you can control that. You could turn that negative into a positive just by thought. Thoughts are powerful. So with me, it's just the business philosophy, period, because I have a reason. Like I said, people are looking at me. So I have to stay positive with anything I do and embrace the process, if that makes sense, Mr. Clemens.
Absolutely does. And so, guys, you heard Will talk about the yin and the yang. So as Lucretia, she's spearheading the building side, Keith is quietly becoming an incredible trader. I was talking to him last night, and he was telling me, he said, Ethan, man, this trading thing is on a whole nother level. He said, bro, I'm almost there. I've actually blown my demo account out of the water. Keith, talk about holding yourself accountable with you and Lucretia really being a great unit, and you actually learning the trading, taking on that concept, and her doing the building. How do you guys pull that together?
Right. It only makes sense. You don't want to leave no money on the table, right? And at the same time, I always was taught through my years of network marketing, any deal you was in, you had soap, potion, lotion. They told you to be the product of the product, and that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the product of the product, and that's why I dove straight into the trading. And I like what everybody spoke about Eric, and Eric always said he wanted to make $250,000 this year in trading. So that attitude that he has, that's a great attitude to have and to follow, because who would want to follow somebody who didn't want to make $100 the whole year? So it's all about your attitude, your positive attitude in anything you do. So it makes sense to have that attitude all the way out and embrace the process. And it's business as usual. It's just business, Mr. Clemens.
Just business. And you're right, Keith. It is just business. It's never personal. It's just business. And last thing, Keith, when it comes to being accountable, you know, you have to be accountable to your family, your parents. I know you guys take care of them, and you have your children as well. How do you and Lucretia hold each other accountable to what you're doing? Because you guys move. I mean, I enjoy just seeing the harmony in your relationship, and I'm so proud that you guys partner with us. How do you guys control holding each other accountable in what you do?
Right. Okay. We've been doing it so long. It's just I probably don't even notice it anymore. But it's just that, you know, where one is weak, we pick up from, and we balance each other back and forth on what one can't do, the other can. So we want to balance that, and we want to even that out. And what I want to do is I want to bring her on for a second so she can just speak briefly before she get back to another call. Mrs. Lawrence, are you on the call?
Yes, I'm on the line. Can you hear me, honey?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Well, to answer your question, Mr. Clemens, we work on each other's strengths. He is the technical person. He's the one behind the software. He's the one that makes flyers. He's a graphics designer. So his strength in marking charts was like nothing to him. He got it. He understood it. I didn't want to get in the way of that. And we also know that we wanted to build an organization. I'm the people person. I'm the one who has a tax practice with over 300 people. I'm the one that doesn't mind speaking to people and, you know, really just, I'm going to be honest, I'm a female shark, and he allows me to be a female shark, and I appreciate that. We work off of each other's strengths. There's somebody in your business that's going to join the business. They love you, but they won't join you because you're a little cree that they knew ever since you were a child. But they would join your husband. There's somebody that would join your wife. They love you, but you don't know, you guys haven't always been that close with that family, but they'll join your wife and vice versa. So wherever he's strong, I like to be, wherever he's weak, I like to be strong. And wherever I'm weak, he likes to be strong. And we unite. Once we made up in our mind that we were going to work for our last name, it was game over. I let him run in his lane. He lets me run in my lane, and we meet each other at the bank. Does that answer your question, Mr. Clemens?
Woo-wee. Will you meet each other at the bank? Lord, have mercy. Lord, I was about to say I need a wife. Lord, pray for me. Guys, look. Look, guys, we love to have fun. This is why I wanted you guys to hear from a couple like the Lawrences. What an incredible couple that they are. It's great to have them. They have such a great spirit, and really, really appreciate everything that they're doing. Guys, everyone that you heard from tonight is really incredible leaders. Each and every one of them gave you the goods about the trading side as well. Guys, we're going to do more of this because I want you guys to really understand the fundamentals, the philosophy of really building a business in this industry, guys. Now, look, the chat has been blowing up tonight, and we really appreciate that. I really do, because that lets me know that you're engaged in what's going on. And so, guys, we're about to close this thing out because we do have our opportunity to call coming up at 9 o'clock. And I want you to think about this, guys, because we're going to be doing these types of calls here coming up probably at least once or twice a month. Every 2 weeks, we're going to do this type of call. It's going to be something. We're going to have more trading, more information. Also, Janelle is going to get back on and show you how to trade signals as well, too. We're going to have Jay Hare on. We may even get Eric on. Shout out to Eric, right? But guys, here's the deal. I want you to think about tonight on everything that you heard. And the thing that I want you to think about the most is, what's your purpose? What actually drove you to make a decision to partner with Epic? I want you to really deep down inside think about your purpose. See, there has to be something inside of you that's driving you to really want to have 2021 to be that year of your season. There comes a time in life when you have to make a decision where it's my time to go out there and change everything, all because I'm looking for something on purpose. See, when you don't know where you're going, you heard me say this earlier. My uncle told me this, my great uncle told me this when I was a young man. He said, Ethan, if you don't know where you're going in life, any road would take you there. And so I never forgot that. What is your road to your purpose? See, your purpose guides you. Your mission in life drives you, but vision is what inspires you to impact. I'm believing for impact and increase in favor in 2021. And I want you guys to lock arms and go along with us down that path. Because here's what I do know. Every now and then there's a great project in life that happens. And sometimes we miss it because we just didn't know. Epic happens to be that company. Our relationship with corporate is intact. Our responsibility to go out there and lead and others follow where we're going is in place. All we need for you to do is believe bigger, faster. Get a chance to understand what we have in place. So guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you, because here's the deal. We're only as good as each other is believing with each other. I want you to believe bigger, faster, guys, more than anything. Also, a big shout out to our partner, Miss Tara Shelton, who helped me put this presentation. Without her today at the last minute, you wouldn't have had this, guys. But because she was willing to help me out with this, I really appreciate her. She's new to the industry, but she's a high-end teacher, and she understands how to put these types of things together. Guys, we're going to give you more goods about how to really take advantage of the Epic experience, but also get you better and tighter with understanding the model in the industry. It's my life's work is to serve the people. This industry changed my life, but also it saved my life. And I want you guys to understand that when you get a chance to be a part of something that can impact your life, the way that this industry has done for so many people, as you heard all the speakers tonight, each and every one of them made a decision to come to Epic. But before that, they planted a seed somewhere else, and the harvest that has grown has gotten to where they are today. They're continuing to get better because we all get better in time. So what are you listening to? What radio station are you on? You need to be listening to What's in It for Me. What's the personal development that you're listening to, right? That is something that I do every single day. When my feet hit the floor, I go into my place and I meditate for a moment, and then I speak life into Ethan Clemens. Because if I don't speak something life into me, who else will? I'm telling you that this industry is life-changing. The personal development is the one thing that, and you heard Will talk about that yin and the yang and the things that we're doing. It is truly an industry that is what? Personal development with a compensation plan, and we just happen to have trading in the zone at the same time. I want to thank each and every one of you for jumping on the call. We went over a little bit tonight, but we wanted to give you the goods. Stay close, stay focused. The company's growing at an enormous pace. Don't miss the moment, because this moment truly could be yours to be epic. We'll see you on the call. Get some guests on at 9 o'clock. We're going to knock it out and blow it up. Thank you guys so much. Let's go.